I was married to Dawn for 10 years. A lot of people get it wrong because Hollywood and gossip sites and other bullshit tend to do that. Just like most everybody reporting that I'm a 2-time Grammy winner, I'm not. I only worked on 2 Grammy nominated projects. Nominated. They say I'm 49 years old. I'm not. I'm 52 years old. My group, for example, they had one hit in 1995 called I'd Rather Be Alone. It went gold after the second single and the second video came out. We broke up. And that's when I ended up signing to Babyface and Tracy Edmonds' label. But most of my credit was earned as a songwriter, writing for Jesse Powell and Will Downing and As Yet, Ricky Bell from New Edition, Montel Jordan, Stevie B, the NBA Jam Session, Big Boy from Outkast. Anyway, this isn't about me. This is about me just minding my own damn business the other day and seeing a video come up on my feed, and then a bunch of other people texting me the same video of my ex-wife, the woman that I was in love with for about 10 years of my life, telling the world that she was sleeping in her car and was homeless. That either her mother put her out or her mom was making her life miserable. And immediately I knew all of that shit was not right. I know Barbara Jean Alexander, okay? That woman is an angel. Her mother and I talked, actually, we just talked yesterday. She'd never put her out. She'd never put her daughter in the streets. There's no argument that you could have with Barbara Jean that you could ever view as aggressive or mean-spirited. So I knew something else was going on.
You guys, for the past almost 3 years, I have been living in my car. I said it. Oh my God, it's out. I've been living in my car. Oh my gosh. If you remember, if you guys were with me, in 2020, I did like 105,000 interviews. And in the interim, I was living with my parents in Vegas. And that was wonderful until it wasn't. I love my mom, but she became very angry. And a lot of her anger, she was taking out on me, and I was her target all the time. And I was like, I can't deal with this. Like, I respect her too much. Let me get out of here. And I was sleeping in my car for maybe about a month in Vegas. And then the guy that was co-managing me at the time was living in LA. And he said, you need to come back to LA. Okay. And he said that I could stay with him. And so I was like, okay. He's like, I don't have a lot of room, but I'll make room for you. And then when I got to his place, he actually didn't have room for me. So it turned into, okay, well, I'm going to put you in a hotel for the night. And that one night turned into 8 months. Oh my God, you guys. Because every apartment that I looked at, every single time I looked at a place, I would call him and I'm like, okay, can you meet me here? I would tell him ahead of time, of course. And then he wouldn't meet me there until I would take video and send it to him. And he's like, no, oh my God, this neighborhood, I hate it. I mean, I felt like he was playing games, and I knew he was playing games, and I wasn't the one. I'm like, come on, I'm trying to make this easier on you because financially, I know it's got to be hard. You're paying your rent and you're paying my hotel. His apartment was $1,700 a month. And then my hotel was over $3,000. Yep. So, and I was always stressed every week because he would pay weekly for the hotel. So every week I was like, oh my God, can you afford it? Are you okay? And he's like, no, I can't, but I'm getting it together. What? You're the one who said to go to the hotel, and you're not approving any of the apartments. Like, it would be so much cheaper to just get me into an apartment. Like, what's the problem?
Okay, boom, viewers, welcome back to the channel. Subscribers, you already know the thing set. We're blessed. You also know the story incomplete. I'm ended up on the beat, and as you can see on the screen, yeah, the story is just weird. You see, I also putting out a comment section where you think about that, because I want to say it sounds like, you know, a crackhead story, but I'm looking at Homegirl and she doesn't look like one. You see what I mean? But the story doesn't make sense, you know, $3,000 for the hotel and versus $1,700 for 8 months. It's like, yeah, it's like, yo, what is really going on? So as you can see, her ex-husband is coming out clarifying some things, and he's giving his intake on the situation, but he's letting it be known that, you know what I mean, he's not at fault. You feel me?
I don't know. I scroll through and I see people talking and people ripping her apart and putting their 2 cents in. But this music industry is demonic. It takes and it takes and it takes. It uses you up until you have nothing left, and then it seeks to destroy you for the ratings. Because the people at the top, they get paid on both ends, on your way up and on your way down. So if nothing else, I just want people to look at Dawn as a human being right now. I know Jermaine Dupri seems to feel like maybe this might be a hoax that she's doing or some kind of publicity stunt. Slim Thug had a more human take on what's happening, but those are men. What I want you to understand is that this is a woman. And while we can bounce back and end up in a position like I'm in right now, I'm an executive for Hilton. I make over $500,000 a year. Not everybody can do that shit without some help. So maybe you could call it survivor's guilt or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But when I see my ex, somebody that had my heart at one point in my life struggling, I don't believe that bullshit about her wanting to do van life or, you know, wanting to have to put a video out telling everybody that she's living in her car. I believe it was a cry for help, you know, so I reached my hand out to help. Sad part is, I don't think she'll take it. I'd love if she did, but this industry, it twists your head up so fucking tight that the only thing that matters is the crowd's approval, you know, and she doesn't have the crowd anymore. And she can't do anything to get that back. She don't really believe that. I know that's what all this is about, but she's struggling with something. I'm not a doctor, but I'm aware of, you know, mental health issues. I had one at a point in my life decades ago. I had problems with my temper. I had abandonment issues from being abandoned by my mother, abused, raped, incarcerated, molested throughout my childhood, my entire childhood. But I'm a man. I bounced back and worked through my mental health issues. But what about when you're the biggest girl group since the Supremes and you're conditioned by producers, predatory fucking producers who know that they're gonna fuck you for every dime that you earn. But they feed you a bunch of hope and dreams, and you record album after album after album and never, ever, ever fucking get rich. Now you're older and the radio stations, they don't want to really play your new music. They don't want to play your music videos. They don't want nothing to do with you. You didn't get your big shot to put out your solo album, the bills start piling up, the shows start drying up, and you're getting older still. Your group kicks you out. You find another group. That group kicks you out. You finally meet the man that you want to marry, and you marry him. Then he kicks you out. But you still have dreams. And the people that come, they don't quite know how to get it done for you. So you get bitter, and you get angrier. You start to be demanding, and people look at you like, who the fuck are you to be demanding? You haven't had a hit in years. What have you done for me lately? And then you get angrier and more bitter. And then you get left alone. Because you lash out a lot. Because you started out that really sweet girl with all these dreams that were coming true, where you did the work and you did what you were supposed to do, what you were directed to do. And the money came and you didn't get any of it. Now nobody wants to work with you. What the fuck did she do wrong? No record labels want to sign you because in the meantime, Napster just happened. And people stop buying music. The fans that love you so much, they steal your music now. And then they read about you sleeping in your car. Half of these twisted fools out here and down in the comments, they're living their own psychosis. We understand that. Half of them are hoping that they hear a sad ending. The other are praying for your success. And your mind is desperately swimming in survival mode, trying to figure out how to get your head above the water so you can breathe. She's drowning, guys. She's fucking drowning. That's what I think. That's just a human take on it. And who am I? The guy that left her, the guy that bad-mouthed her decades ago, calling her a spoiled bitch, among other things. Yeah, that's me. But at the time, I was hurt because I didn't know how to respond to her pain. You know what I mean? But I've had a long time to think about it, a lot of life to learn how to read, and I don't want people to misread her. So I know she doesn't want help from me or anybody else. I don't blame her. She needs help in ways that most people can't provide. She needs some fucking professional courtesy, some love, some empathy, a time machine. She needs a fucking job. So I hope I was able to shed a little bit of light on the struggle that's happening in this situation. So Dawn, if you're seeing this, you know, and I know you are, I'm really sorry that I was one of the many, many people who disappointed you. But don't let that keep you from digging out of this. I believe in you. I always have, I always will. And I know you can do it. So I just wanted to put this video together to put some perspective on everything. We're all just humans out here trying to make shit happen. Human shit happens to everybody. Hollywood is a illusion. Everyone that acts like they have money, they don't. We had managers renting our cars, buying our cars, putting us in rented mansions and, you know what I mean, rented clothes. We had to return the clothes after the videos. We had to buy our own Grammy Awards and buy our own gold plaques. It's all a fucking dream. It's all bullshit. But what's happening to her right now is very real, and it could end up really fucking bad. And I don't want to see that happen. So I just put this video together again, so I don't know.
Yeah, put in the comment section what you think about that. No, we're not going to long with this any longer. You feel me? Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I drop the latest stuff. Bless.